Across the Bay Area, you've likely seen people living on the street struggling with mental health issues. Today, we're going to focus on something that's aiming to prevent that. It's called mental health diversion. Essentially, treatment is available for people with a mental illness who have committed a crime. It's relatively new, so it's still too early to tell how well it's working. Yeah, ABC 7 News building a Better Bay Area reporter Leanne Melendez is here now with the pros and cons of this program.
So this is law in California. It's been on the books since 2022. Now, programs that get someone into the right treatment are not new, but it used to be that the person's attorney had to argue and argue and argue that there was a connection between the crime committed and the mental disorder. Now, it's the other way around. The prosecutor, meaning the DA, has to say to the judge, hold on a minute, judge. No. The crime has nothing to do with this person's mental disorder. So what are we seeing? For better or for worse, more cases are being submitted.
The Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing estimates that more than half of the city's unhoused population suffers from some kind of mental illness.
Some can be easily identified just by walking around parts of San Francisco. You've seen them. A few end up committing crimes because of their mental disorder. So here's what happens next.
Rather than punish them by sending them to jail or prison, Menlo Park State Senator Josh Becker came up with SB 1223.
The reason it was done is because we've been warehousing mentally ill people in our jails, and our jails are not equipped to give them any kind of mental health treatment, really, and mental health rehabilitation.
Attorney Neil Hallinan is currently petitioning for mental health diversion for 6 of his clients.
You've been doing the work for a long time. It gets easier to identify who has diagnosable mental issues. I mean, not that I'm qualified to diagnose it, but you can tell when something's going on.
So who would be eligible for mental health diversion? The courts typically use this book called the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, typically known as DSM. Now, you would expect to find, of course, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, PTSD, but also included is substance use disorder.
Addiction is a condition in which the person is literally unable to say no.
To clarify, the medical community recognizes addiction as an illness rather than the result of bad judgment. But San Francisco's district attorney believes some people are using an addiction diagnosis as a get-out-of-jail-free card because a person's felony charge goes away after the person completes a treatment program that could take up to 2 years.
We are now seeing people who simply have a drug addiction be able to use that as the conduit to entry into mental health diversion for committing crimes that have nothing to do with their substance abuse.
Many disorders listed in the DSM can make a person eligible for diversion, even ADHD.
So ADHD. So explain a potential nexus between ADHD and criminal behavior.
It's not unfathomable that you can have someone who's had ADHD, maybe it's an extreme form, maybe it's never been treated, and the person has all sorts of particular impulses that they never learned how to control.
The only people excluded from pursuing mental health diversion are those who committed a murder or rape. Brooke Jenkins says she's seen a spike in the number of attorneys pursuing mental health diversion for their clients, even in a recent case of child abuse. Last September, a 22-year-old man was charged with severely beating this 4-year-old with a belt. So badly, we can only show you these 2 evidence photos to illustrate the harm inflicted. Jenkins and her team argued against mental health diversion. Still, Behavioral Health Services evaluated the man and found that he met the diagnostic criteria necessary for participation in mental health diversion because he was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and adjustment disorder. The judge in the case, Michael Beggert, approved the treatment. Here's what the public defender's office had to say about the program. Quote, the courts continue to take extreme caution, time, and effort to make weighted and careful decisions about what is going to be the most effective route to promote public safety. Senator Becker says the program isn't perfect.
And if there's cases where it's not working, we want to adjust it and get it right.
But despite some controversial cases, an analysis by the RAND Corporation found people who go to diversion programs are doing much better than those who go to jail.
91% of the people that have graduated from the LA County's court diversion program have not had new case filings since graduation.
The problem is that in many cases, the process is not as speedy as one may want. Take William Eaton, who has been in court several times for burglary, destruction of property, setting things on fire, and violating a restraining order. We've been following the case since last October. A counselor recently found Eaton was eligible for mental health diversion. The legal system, however, has been slow to provide access to the treatment Eaton needs.
And in the more severe cases in which a person is not mentally competent, the person may be referred to a state hospital. Mental health diversion obviously is not for them. But, you know, not everybody completes this treatment. It's really challenging. I mean, but let me say this, the judges work really hard to make them try to succeed at it. Yeah. They give them a second chance, a third chance, because they really want them to succeed because
it's better for everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not in prison. Yeah. They need the help.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you for this really